again for I think it's now our 4th online yoga class, so hopefully you're all enjoying them. We are going to start this one on our backs. In our savasana, I know that makes a lot of you really happy when I say that, so we'll come onto our backs. You can just bring the feet as wide as the mat, roll yourself down, palms face the ceiling. If that doesn't feel good for your lower back, bend the knees and allow the knees to roll. Bend the feet, bend the knees, and allow the knees to roll in together. Just take a moment there. Maybe becoming aware of all the parts of your body in contact with the mat. Maybe you can feel the back of the head, the shoulders, the lower back, the sacral area of the back, the feet. Maybe become aware of the natural curves of your spine, so the places of your back that aren't in contact with the mat. And just bringing that awareness into your body of where your body is naturally now. And bringing that awareness onto the breath. We'll do a couple of counted breaths together, but remember, if my count doesn't work for you, find your own count that does. The purpose of this is just to create an equal inhalation and exhalation. So we're going to breathe deep into our belly, breathing through the nose where possible. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhaling, 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. Carrying that count on in your own pace. Last round, wherever you are. Excellent. And if your legs are extended, just bring them in towards your sit bones. Roughly heels stacked below the ankles. Palms can press down into the mat, feet can press down into the mat. We're going to lift up for a few bridge poses just to synchronize with our breath. So inhale, lifting up, lift from the hips, bridge pose. Exhale, releasing back down. Maybe you roll the spine as you come down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift the hips. Bridge pose. Exhale, roll back down. Last one. Inhale, lift the hips. Find your bridge pose. Stay there for a few breaths. So press the feet into the mat. Maybe you walk yourself a little bit higher into the shoulders and interlace the hands underneath you. Good. Try and create space in that lower back as you lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Try not to lead with the ribs. Good. A few more breaths. Exhale, release the hands if they're interlaced and roll all the way down towards the mat. Good, make a fist with your hands and reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Bring the knees up towards the outside of the arms. Good, you might want to lift yourself up slightly. And from there, just gently press the legs into the arms and the arms into the legs. You've got a bit of engagement there. Draw the belly button down towards the mat as you lift up into a crow pose. So we should really be feeling the core starting to work here. Keep drawing that belly button down as you run yourself into the tightest ball that you can manage. Couple of breaths. Exhale, rolling down. Good, so we're going to do that one more time. You've got the option to take that variation again Or if your core's feeling nice and strong and you want a little bit more challenge, then follow my instructions through the next round. But if not, stay where you are in your reclined crow pose. So reclined crow. Press the knees into the arms, reach up, tight little balls, suck that belly button down towards the mat, try and get yourself as tight as you can. Good, pay attention to the left leg and the left arm, keep them pressing. Stay here if you want to, or if you want to make it a little bit harder. Left leg and left arm pressing. Inhale, straighten the right arm and the right leg. Good, keep that belly button drawing down. Exhale, come back to center, back to reclined crow. Opposite side, so right arm, right leg, make contact, draw the belly button down. Left leg, left arm extends, belly button still reaching down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Good, just fired up the core to start our practice. Maybe you rock forwards and backwards, side to side. Good. And then if it's comfortable, you can rock all the way up to tabletop. Good, so just coming into our tabletop pose, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, core switched on, don't let the front ribs sink down, keep them lifted towards the back of your t-shirt. Good, breathing there. Good, from there we're going to step one leg back, and then other leg back, finding our plank pose. Good, take a pause, nice strong plank. Draw up one knee, draw up the other knee, back to tabletop. Good, we're going to draw some nice big circles, just warming up our wrists slightly. So, first thing we're going to do is sink back towards the heels, and then draw a nice big circle over to the left, coming as far forward as we can, sending our way back. Keep pressing through the fingers, take it back the other way, nice big circle. Good. Fingertips are spread nice and wide, keep it going, draw a big circle. Pressing through the full length of the hands. Good, last one, opposite way. Good. Inhale, come back to your tabletop. Taking a moment, stabilising the pose. Good. Step one foot back, step the other foot back, taking a plank pose. Try not to let the head sink down to the mat, keep shoulders away from ears, back to the head lifting up. Good. Draw up the knees and come all the way down onto your belly. Good, maybe you make a little pillow with your hands and rest your head and take a few breaths. If we've started to lose the breath already, don't worry, just take these moments, refine that slow, steady breath. Good, from there, we're going to bring the left hand onto our lower back and the right hand onto the back of the head. Good, try not to let that left shoulder sink down to the mat, keep it lifted. Lift the elbows as you inhale, lift the back of the head, hover the hands. Good, so we're just taking a really gentle back bend, hands are hovering. Feet can lift if you want. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, straighten both arms. Exhale, draw a really big circle. So left hand on the back of the head this time, right hand on the lower back. Try not to let the shoulders release down, keep them slightly lifted. Inhale, lift up, take a gentle back bend. So you're just gently lifting the chest. Hover the hands, lift the elbows, take a few breaths. Good. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, straighten both arms. Exhale, draw a really big circle. Good. Bring the hands back in line with the midline. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Down dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Really press down through the full length of the hands so you're not dumping down into the wrists here. Good. Spreading the weight equally from between the hands and the feet. Front of the hips lift up and back. Crown of the head is relaxing. Good. If you want to take any movements, feel free. You can bend the legs and drop the hips to one side, lifting up, dropping them to the other. If you want for a couple more times, or maybe you'd rather just stay in your downward facing dog and really finding that strong pose here. Good. When you're ready, walk the feet towards the hands. Exhale, take a forward fold, maybe you grab onto the elbows, take a ragdoll pose, press through the feet, maybe you gently rock from side to side. Exhale, release the hands, inhale, draw a really big circle with the hands as you come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down back. 2 more times. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. Good. Last one. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. Good. We're going to do one full sun salutation, then we'll move into some sun salutations with low lunges. So, inhale, reach up, rise tall. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, take a forward fold, release the head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift, press the chest forwards. Exhale, hands come down, step back, plank pose, shoulders away from ears, nice strong pose. Exhale, drop the knees. Maybe you hinge at the elbows as you lower down through a chaturanga. Try and get halfway and then just roll the belly down onto the mat. Good. Inhale, shoulders back and down, lift up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths. Maybe we think inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. When you're ready, walk the feet towards your hands. Following the inhalation, halfway lift. Nice broad collarbone, try not to let the chest concave down. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come through, heart center. Good. Low lunge sun salutations. Inhale, reach up, rise tall. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Press the chest forward, look up slightly. Exhale, hands come down. Step the left foot as far back as you can. Drop that left knee. Check the knee is stacked over the ankle, not in front of, so just take a moment. Inhale, lift up. Low lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Frame that front foot, step that foot back, plank pose, take a breath. Drop the knees, send that weight forward slightly as you hinge at the elbows, lower down through a chaturanga, rolling that belly down onto the mat. Good, shoulders back and down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. One breath. On your next inhalation, the left leg's going to come in between the hands. So you can drop both knees and step the left foot forwards, pick it up and place it there if you need to. Check the knees in line with the ankle. Inhale, lift up, low lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Turn toes, lift that back knee, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step the foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, release the head and neck. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come through, heart center. Good, same again, opposite side. Inhale, reach up, rise tall. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, take forward fold, release the head and neck. Good, left foot stays where it is this time. Right foot steps back, drop that right knee, knee stacked over ankle. Inhale, reach up. Low lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Frame that front foot. Step the left foot back. Plank pose. Exhale, lowering down. All the way down onto your belly. Moving through a chaturanga if you want to, or you can just roll down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, take a moment. Left leg comes, right leg, sorry, comes in between the hands. So you can drop the knees, step that right foot forwards, knee stacked over ankle. Inhale, reaching up, reach up through the little fingers. Exhale, hands come down, look forwards, lift the back foot, step the back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath. Rooting down, inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands come down, through heart center. Good. From there, we're going to step the left foot out wide, so we're coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Zip up that core, reach the hands out, take an inhalation, and as you exhale, just take a sort of dive forwards, keeping the arms out to start with. Take a pause as you get halfway, and then exhale, come all the way down to the mat. Good. Fingertips can come down, crown of the head pressing down, forward fold. Keep the feet nice and active, press the feet into the mat. Good, breathing here. Good. Inhale, look up, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, reaching all the way up the rest of the way. Turn the heels slightly in, toes slightly wide. If you try and overdo it here, just going to put a bit of unnecessary pressure on your knees and make it a little bit harder. So just comfortable distance pointing out. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to goddess pose. You can bring the hands down to prayer, heart center. Good. Knees, don't let them collapse in. Send them out. Inner arches of the feet, lifting. Breathing there. Good. Try to just pay attention to your body here. One of the things some people do is stick their ribs out, stick their glutes out. If that's you, just try and find that nice straight line. The other thing people tend to do here is round that spine the opposite way. So if that's you, try and create some length. Good. Breathe here. Inhale, straighten both legs and turn the toes back forwards. Send both hands out in front of you. Left hand on top of the right hand. Start threading them over. See if you can bend the arms and take an eagle arm variation. So you can, if you can properly interlace the hands, feel free. You need to have the hands a little bit wide, that's fine. Lift the elbows up so they're in line with your vision. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, take a forward fold with the eagle arms. Good. Inhale, reaching back up. Press through the feet, nice strong legs as you reach up. Good. See if you can hold the arms where they are. I know it's hard. Shake them out and release them if you need to. But see if you can turn the toes towards the front of your mat. So we're on that right leg in a high lunge with our eagle arms. Breathing back. Good. From there, as you exhale, start bringing the hands down towards that front knee, taking a slight bend. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching up. Maybe this time you take it into an ever so slight back bend. Exhale, reaching down. Good. Releasing the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Breathing there. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take a forward fold. Root down, inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands can come through heart center. This time I'm going to step the right foot out wide. When you turn around, so you can all see me then. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take a forward fold. Good, hands can come in line with the toes. Spread the weight equally between the toes and the heels so you're not sinking back or sinking too far forwards. Press the feet into the mat. Crown of the head reaches down. Breathing there. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, hands to hips, press the feet. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Good, turn the toes out. About 35 to 45 degrees. Remember, don't overdo it, you literally is making your life a lot harder unnecessarily because the pose is a lot stabler if the feet are at a good angle. Good, hands can come to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale to goddess pose. Good, remember don't let the knees collapse in or the ankles collapse in. Keep the knees reaching out, inner arches of the feet, lifting. Good, from there, drop the left arm down to the left knee and the right arm up and over. Breathing there. Inhale, reaching up neutral. Exhale to the other side. So right arm, right knee, left arm reaches up and over. Breathing in your goddess. Good, keeping that nice bend. Come up to your neutral goddess. Press the hands out. Inhale, come up to standing. Good, hopefully feeling some burn in those glutes after that. Turn the toes back towards the long edge of your mat. Heels can be slightly wide or in line. Try not to keep the feet out as you fold. Good, hands out in front of you. Right hand on top of the left this time. Cross them over, bend the arms. Taking the eagle, remember that arms don't have to cross like my bendy arms. You can have them a little bit wider if you need to. Lift the elbows up. Inhale here. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. Good, keep the arms as they are. Turn the toes to face the front edge of your mat. Remember, I've turned around so you can see me, so you should still be facing the way you started. Good. Inhale. High lunge. Holding here for a few breaths. Adjusting the pose as you need to. Feet should stay nice and active, pressing down. Good. Exhale. Bring the arms down towards the knee. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching up. Maybe taking a slight back bend. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching up. Slight back bend. Exhale, folding down. Release the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Good, just to bring a little bit of strength to our hips this time. I'm really working around our body today. Inhale, lift that right leg up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. And then for one breath, send it out towards the side. Good. Releasing that leg down. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog, take a breath. to the left. Take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Good. Walk the hands towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Hanging out here for a few breaths. Remember, if you want to bring the forearms to the calves and press into the arms, you can. It can be really nice to find a nice stretch there. If you prefer to take a rag dog, please do. Good. From there, just release the hands where they are. Start sitting back through the glutes. Inhale, find your chair. You want to just bring your feet together if they're not already. Good. So remember, in our chair pose, we don't want to allow the knees to collapse down towards the mat. We want to almost be sending them back, sending the sit bones back, and lifting the chest slightly without sticking the ribs and glutes out. Breathing up. Exhale. Hands come down to heart center. Take the left elbow just above the right knee. So don't place it down. Lift it above. Open that chest. Really using the core. Try not to let the knees come apart. Staying in line. Breathing up. Exhale. Release the hands down. Inhale, lift them up, chair pose. Exhale, hands come through heart center, twist to the other side. So right elbow hovers just above the left knee as you open up that chest. Exhale, folding down. Take a forward fold. Taking any variation that you prefer. Releasing the hands, and this time we're just going to roll up to standing. Good. We've got one standing pose left here. So once again, you might know where we're going now. Sending the hands forward. Left hand on top of the right hand, cross them over, bend the hands, lift the elbows up. Good. From there, take a little bit of a bend in the knees. Take the right leg. So you take the right leg and cross it over and sit back down through the heels. Now this might be where you stay. That's absolutely fine. If that's what your balance needs, if it needs you to keep that foot on the mat, stay there. If you can maybe wrap the foot around the leg, really hard balance, and sink down. Maybe you breathe there in our eagle pose. Good. Remember, if you need to, you can just place that foot down, take a moment, take your balance, and find it again. Good, last breath. Maybe we just take a nice fold here, really testing that balance. Inhale, reaching back. And then exhale, releasing out of the pose. Giving yourself a nice shake. Same again, opposite side. Hands come forward. Right hand on top this time, cross the arms over, bend the elbows, lift the arms up. So remember, if the elbows are sort of down, you really want to be lifting them up into your eyesight. Good, take a little bit of a bend in the knees, cross the left knee over the right, and this is the first stage of the pose, so you might be staying here today, and you might just practice lifting those toes. Maybe you can wrap the foot and take an eagle pose. Breathing there. Remember, it's okay to release that leg, take a breath, and then bring it back. It's a hard pose, especially on the balance. Good, last breath. Maybe you take a nice fold down. Inhale, rising back up. Good. And then releasing down, giving yourself a nice shake. And a little bit of a clap to yourself, because that was a hard one. Good. From there, inhale, reach up. Maybe you take a slight back bend. Exhale, take a forward fold. Release the head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift, press the chest forwards. Look up slightly. Exhale, And then when you're ready, you're going to step the feet towards the hands and come down to seated. So just step the feet forward, lower the sit bones, and take a moment here before we set ourselves up for our favourite boat pose. So from there, shoulders back and down. Really try and broaden the chest here. So try not to just let everything close off. Good. Nice forward chest. Length through the spine. Remember, one of the common things people do here is slump down and put pressure on the lower back, and we're trying to really strengthen that area. So try and keep a nice tall spine. Good. Remember, stage one of our boat pose. Maybe we just stay here and breathe with the feet on the mat. Maybe we lift one leg. Maybe we alternate lifting one leg for the whole of our boat pose. That's absolutely fine. That can be really challenging. Maybe we lift both legs. Maybe we release the hands. Keep lengthening through that spine, broadening that chest, scooping that navel in above. Exhale, releasing down, giving yourself a nice hug. We're going to do that one last time with a little bit of a twist. So if you're still at the stage of the boat pose where you're alternating one leg and then the other, keep both legs on the mat this time and we'll do our twist from there. If you're fine keeping the legs lifted, then follow me, but just listen to your body. So nice tall spine, hands reach forwards. You can take a fist if you prefer. It can feel quite nice to take some energy into the hands. Good, so either staying here, sitting up nice and tall, or lifting the legs in our boat pose. Take an inhalation and an exhale. Good, on your next inhalation, take both hands over to the left side. Good, taking as much of a twist as you can here. Inhale back to centre. Exhale over to the right, taking as much of a twist as you can there. Exhale back to centre. Releasing down. Soles of the feet press in together, so you're really pressing the feet into each other like they were the floor. Hands can come just above the ankles. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take a fold. Maybe the elbows come onto the knees and gently press down as the head relaxes. Breathing there. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Bring the left leg in towards you as the right leg extends out towards the side. Now, if you're at home, I'm purposely doing classes without blocks because I know that a lot of you won't have access to them at home. But if you need an extra bit of support here, grab a cushion, grab a blanket, grab your jumper, just something to place under there so you've got a bit of height can be a good idea. Good. From there, inhale, reach the arms up, and as you exhale, right hand will come towards the left leg as the left arm reaches up and over into a gentle side bend. Breathing there. Remember here, we're really working on opening that chest, sort of reaching the arm overhead, collapses the chest down. Remember, you always just bring the hand onto the hip, open the chest first. So take the pose, the variation that you need. Inhale, reaching up back to centre. This time, turn your belly button towards the extended toes. And also, if this ever doesn't feel good for your hip, take a standard forward fold instead with both legs out in front of you. So, belly button reaches towards the toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, press the heel down and forwards as you take a forward fold. Hands can come towards the toes, elbows reach up and out, or they stay on the mat. Breathe here. Checking in with that navel. If it's crept off to the midline, which mine always does, See if you can keep it in line with the toes. Good. Walking the hands back to center. Bring both feet back in towards each other. So last time we did it with a nice tall spine, folding forwards. This time we're just going to allow ourselves to round the spine as the head comes down towards the feet. So just allowing your spine to round this time. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Opposite side. So right leg is going to stay in this time as the left leg extends out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Right arm reaches up and over into a side bend. Remember, if that makes you close the chest, hand on hip, open chest. Breathe there, or maybe you can extend the arm up and over. Listen to your body. Find a comfortable position on this side. I always prefer to keep the hand out. Listen to you and find what works for you. Few more breaths. Good. Inhale, reaching up. See if you can turn your body now to face the toes. Remember, if it doesn't feel good, take a forward fold, take a wide leg forward fold, take what works for you. Inhale, lengthen that spine, belly button presses towards the feet. Exhale, take a fold. Remember, hands can stay on the mat, hands can reach the feet, elbows can come out wide, and you can look towards the toes. Take what works for you, but keep that heel active, pressing down, sliding forwards. Belly button keeps reaching in line with the toes. Walking the hands back up. Good. Place both feet back down together. Press the soles of the feet together. Bring the hands forwards and allow yourself just to roll down to the mat. Just taking a pause in our supine Baddha Konasana, so you can bring the feet a little bit closer to you if you prefer. Staying there for a few more breaths. Maybe start to close the eyes if you haven't already. Lifting the knees up. Place the feet as wide as the mat. Good, so the feet should now be a little bit wider than the hips. And from there, we're just going to literally windscreen wiper the knees from side to side. So let both knees drop towards the right as you exhale. Inhale back to center, both knees over to the left. Keep it going for a few rounds, just windscreening those legs. You don't have to go very far, it can be quite a subtle motion. It can be quite an energized motion. Listen to your body. Good. Last round. Good. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Maybe you extend the arms out and let the knees roll over to the left side as your gaze goes towards the right fingers, taking a gentle twist to close off that. Slow, steady breathing right to the end. Inhale, lifting back through center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, back to center. Good. Last pose. Just allow the knees to hug in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then when you're ready, take your savasana. So you can place the feet down on the mat and let the knees roll in. Extend the legs out long and let the feet roll out. I always like to tuck my shoulder blades in. It allows my palms to feel more comfortable as they press up towards the ceiling. And we're going to be here for a few minutes, so remember, let go of the breath. Remember, all you have to do now is relax as deeply as possible. Letting your body feel heavy as it sinks down into the mat, supported by the ground underneath you. Got more time in the day, just press pause now and stay here for as long as you need. Remember, you can never hold savasana for too long, so do that if you need to. If you want to arrive softly back in the room with me, start wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Good, start reaching the arms up, overhead, really taking a nice big stretch from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes, taking a moment as you visualize any stress, any worries, any fears that you may have had before your yoga practice leaving you here as you press up to a comfortable seated position, feeling lighter, less burdened down by any of those things. Good. Keep the eyes closed. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a moment, practice gratitude for how you feel after your yoga practice. Good. Rub the hands together. Create some lovely warmth between the hands. Place that lovely warmth over the eyes. Take a moment, blink the eyes open, look first at the hands, and then slowly move the hands away back to heart center. Namaste. Thank you all again for taking the time out of the day to practice yoga with me online. If you have any feedback, I would love to hear from you all, and hopefully you'll come back for more classes. I hope to film some next week, so there should be more available soon. Thank you.